think I'm the only one.
Well, your name?
Rebecca Moore,
And-
decal.
Yep.
There was an error on last month's minutes, they were just approved by the board, but the public comment from last month stated that when I spoke, it was regarding FOIA request, and I felt some of the information was not provided. That is not what my statement was. My statement, was about police misconduct. So the FOIA requests that I got helped support my statements from last month. The comment was, yeah, I provided Megan with a full statement. I don't know if you can update your minutes to reflect what I actually said, but what is in the board minutes for November 19th is incorrect. These officers should be put on leave until this investigation and a full audit has been conducted by an outside internal affairs department. They are acting above the law, and that makes them a public threat. They are putting the community, like my family and other law enforcement, at risk by not adhering to police protocols and to the law. They are abusing their positions under the color of law. They use their positions to attack my family, slander us, and then committed perjury to wrongfully incarcerate my husband. They violated my family's Second Amendment right, Fourth Amendment right, Eighth Amendment right, and 14th Amendment right. Chief Ryan Cole violated my Fourth Amendment right by removing my personal property and taking it into his possession without a warrant. What was stated last month, I'll read the last paragraphs from last month's statement again. After listing a bunch of their misconduct, which I have a complaint into the board that's being reviewed. At this time, I'm notifying the board and the community that I want to press charges on Chief Cole for taking my phone under the Fourth Amendment violation. I am requesting that the dismissal and decertification of Officer Gibson for gross negligence under the color of law, excessive use of force, and other misconduct, including perjury, as stating in my complaint. There is also grounds to dismiss Stone for the illegal searches that he and Gibson were both part of, and failure to serve an appearance summons, which he apparently toward the court he did and he did not do. A proper investigation must be done from an outside and internal affairs office, not the Canton Police Chief, who is part of this complaint. And again, many civil rights violations have been violated from my family. These officers are acting above the law. Complaints have been made. It took me weeks and weeks to make complaints because the other officers told me I had to go to the mayor to make a complaint. They didn't have a complaint procedure. They didn't have I had to dig myself to find the complaint procedure under the internal affairs policy. It was at the end of that, which really looks like what an officer would fill out, not the public. And when I finally got it in, Santa Ma just brushed it off. And he didn't look into the fact that my civil rights were violated, my husband's civil rights were violated. An officer pulled a gun on an unsuspecting civilian with his headlights turned off at 1 o'clock in the morning and his emergency lights turned off. And he stated at trial he did it intentionally so no one would know there was a police presence, and then pulled the gun on us. We had no idea it was the police.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Are there any other comments?